Okay, now welcome to Wolseley Restoration Part 3. Today we're going to be stripping down the engine, just like the final strip down, shall we say. We'll be grinding the valves in bits and pieces. Dad's going to be cleaning the trolley up and varnishing the trolley, which is pretty much complete. Just bolt the axles on, paint the cast iron wheels, and she'll be done. She'll look quite pretty on a new set of boots. So just final strip down, cleaning up the oil seals. The rear oil seal looks quite good and everything, and then hopefully just clean the cylinder head up, and then hopefully in part 4 we should be stripping down the paint, or well, it's not stripping down the paint, stripping off the paint, should we say. We got a very bit of work. There is a bit, if you can see, turn it over, it has a slight tight spot in it, but it's not too bad. I can turn it over with one hand, so it's not too bad like that. It's amazing what you can feel when you get the flywheel on. Well, other than that, it's pretty much okay. So we're just going to continue cleaning it up, and we should, hopefully, by the end of this month, hopefully have a nice engine. By the end of the month, I'd say. Some people said it took them seven months to do theirs. Hopefully mine can be okay in a month. Thank you. Okay, we just finished cleaning the sump out. Well, there's a mess in there. So we cleaned the sump out, and we used a bit of brake cleaner to drain the sump out. And now we're about to take the paint off the engine. We aren't going to use the paint stripper. We're just going to go for the feet first approach in with the angle grinder, which is easier. And Dad's been taking off a little bit around the cylinder head. See how easy it comes off, and that's nice thing. He even shined at the brass screw as well, which is good as well. I have been busy cleaning up some pieces, and I took the spec plate off the cover and unearthed. Well, what I unearthed was actually quite surprising. There, a batch of original paint. Then underneath is green, and underneath that, as you can see in the bottom corner, is grey. So it goes. So from the beginning of the engine, it was grey. Then it went green. And it's painted over in this dark grey, and then it was this grey, and then all this paint's going to be gone, and then it'll be grey again. So it's quite confusing, but it's a bit of history of the engine. So I'll try and take a few pictures of that. And also I've unearthed the engine secondary serial number, 7705 again. And we've taken out the, what are they called, tappet things. Taken those out, and butterfly. Well, I haven't taken the butterfly, but I cleaned the butterfly up. Don't know if you can see it, but it's backwards. You see it's a bit cleaner in there. Breather, just a bit of brake cleaner down there in the sump. Sump's looking a lot better in there now. Other than that, try and take a few pictures in there. Lugs are out, you can see daylight through them. Everything, so now we're just going to start stripping the paint. Okay, today we've got plenty done. We've cleaned up the manifolds, cleaned up the crankcase, taken the valve lifters out, and started stripping the paintwork. We don't use paint stripper because that's just expensive, and we just use a angle grinder with a wire brush. It may seem harsh, but it does the job nicely. We did find something quite surprising. We'll get another picture of. Is like a crack where we thought it was frost damage. If you can see that. We thought it was frost damage, but then after a bit more, it was full up with filler. They thought there was a piece of metal in there to cover up a big hole. And we got so far, and it just stopped. And we couldn't find any more, like, cracks or anything, so we just assumed it was someone went slip with an angle grinder, or it could be something from the factory. I know, casting or something. Imperfection in the casting, so it's amazing what you find when you take away the paint. Thank you. And thanks for watching.